ladies and gentlemen, on your feet and welcome your home team.
Welcome to Week 14, everybody. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, at the future site of the used Tesla battery dump, as the Batavia Colliders take on the Cleveland Battery, a team they beat a couple weeks ago 14-7. And Brennan Vaughn is going to kick it off. Cleveland will get the ball to start. This is Donde Fields on the return, and Javik O'Neal with the tackle. Last time these two teams played, Justin Allen threw 4 interceptions. So he'll hand off to Mark Lasker, who breaks 1 tackle, and then he's tackled by Montrez Saint, making it 2nd and 3. Allen hands to Lasker, who's got room up the middle for the first down. That's Sherman Mosley on the tackle for the Colliders. 1st and 10. We've had 2 running plays in a row, and let's make it 3 as Mark Lasker goes up the middle for a couple, but he's tackled by Elisha Wright, the outstanding free safety for Batavia. 2nd and 8 now. And Lasker is dropped in the backfield by Montrez Saint and Sean Arnold. That'll make it 3rd and 10. Ball on the 42. Justin Allen fields the snap and throws it to the tight end, Jared McKenzie. He's short of the sticks, tackled by Jaquez Price. And that'll bring on Malcolm Myers to punt. And he angles it to the sideline, and that's going to be out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And now the Colliders will start. McLain with the fake to Holiday, and he is being pressured. That was Tariq Barton on the safety blitz, causing the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Holiday goes to the right for a couple, and he's tackled by John Waiters. 3rd and 8. McLain tosses for Pahaldi, and that one is knocked down, and so we've got a quick 3 and out for the Colliders. Punt is away, and hanging with Mr. Cooper fields it. That's actually Trovon Cooper. Looks like he's hurt on the play. He was tackled by fullback Glenn Palmer. 1st and 10 for Cleveland. Justin Allen gets it off to McKenzie, stopped by Jaquez Price. And here's Lasker, who bounces off a tackle. He bounces off of Karma Fitzgerald and gets the first down before Jamil Walker brings him down. 1st and 10. Allen with all day to pass. And he's going to find Adrian Cobbs in the flat. McBride takes him down, but it's enough for a first down. He beat DeMarcus Coleman on that play, made him look bad. 1st and 10. Lasker shoves off Jaquez Price, but he's taken down by Sean Arnold. That'll make it 2nd and 11. As the first quarter winds down, they do get the snap off. Allen going across the middle, and Jared McKenzie gets in the way of that pass and bounces off his head. Looks like there was a misunderstanding about the routes. So we're in the second quarter. No score in the first quarter. Here's 3rd down. Eric Bohannon had a step, but it was knocked loose by DeMarcus Coleman. And Myers will have to punt. And Foreman will let that one go into the end zone. And now the Colliders will have their second possession. McLain under pressure hits Pahodie on the screen, and Pahodie finds a little running room for the first down. And we've got an injured defensive player on the play. McLain in the shotgun. That's a draw play to Holiday, who weirdly hops over the fallen guy, but he was not near him. So that'll be 2nd and 7. McLain tosses to the flat for E.J. Foreman for just 3 yards on that play. McLain operating from the gun again. And plenty of time this time, and he's got Corey Reese, one of the wide receivers buried on the depth chart, but has made some plays because of injuries to that wide receiving core. Holiday up the middle, And he's only got 2 yards there. Having a little bit of a hard time finding running lanes. And here he is on the toss sweep. And he has to run through Derwin Justice for 3 yards, but the blocking was not there. 3rd and 5. McLain back to pass, and he's got Melquan Potts for the first down. Potts finding a little space in the middle of the field there. Holiday on the handoff, and he's got a few yards before he's tackled by Uche Cole. Cole was active in their last game. Holiday again breaks 1 tackle but can't break another. He's tackled by Tyrell. Terrell, who knows. All right, we've got Melquan Potts on the slant for another first down. All he does is catch first downs, and Greg McLain has completed 5 in a row on this. And we're in the red zone. McLain looking for the slant to develop, gets it off too late, and that'll be 2nd and 10. He's got Parodi. Ooh, that was a dangerous pass, but he fit it in, and Parodi with a great catch at the 3. Now it's 1st and goal. McLain hands to Jaihe Holiday, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. That's going to break his 6-game scoreless streak. That will be Jaihe Holiday's 8th touchdown on the year, and the first one since week 6, as Benton Cannon adds the PAT. And the Colliders are up 7-0. Holiday finding the end zone. It's got to feel good about that. Brennan Vaughn kicks it off. And Adrian Cobbs is in the end zone, and he's just going to down it, so a rare touchback for Brennan Vaughn. 1st and 10. Let's see if Cleveland can answer with 1:16 left in the half. Pass is for Adrian Cobbs, but he misses badly. Actually, that was Rob McEwen. Just missed him on the sideline. This one is up to Cobbs, and Cobbs leaps and catches it. That was Ramel McBride turned around on the play. Fitzgerald made the tackle. But they're in business, and now we've got Jared McKenzie open across the middle. He consistently is beating Jaquez Price on those routes. Price can't keep up with him in man-to-man coverage. Allen now tries for the running back and misses badly. So it'll be 3rd and 1. And Allen finds Taylor, who's got the first down. That's their lead receiver, Dylan Taylor. He's shoved out of bounds by James Hardaway. And on 1st and 10, Allen will pass again under pressure. He's got Demetrius Law in the flat, the fullback, but there's a flag. And we've got a clipping penalty on Eric Bohannon. And that's going to bring it back to the 31, and that's a devastating penalty, and that makes it 1st and 20. And Coleman has the interception at the goal line. Justin Allen tried to fit it in. He thought his man had a step. Looked like Coleman baited him a little bit. And he's got an interception, taking points off the board right before the half. And here's Holiday finding a little bit of room. If he had made one more cut, he probably would have gotten loose for a first down. Here's Holiday again, and this time he makes that cut, and he's got a big gain. It looks like 29 yards. Now there's 17 seconds left in the first half. It looked like they had been content to run out the clock, but 2 big runs by Jaihe Holiday has them on the plus side of the field, and now they might try to do something to make it add another score before halftime. McLain back to pass, and that one is batted down by Waiters, who dropped into coverage as the safeties blitzed. 2nd and 10. McLain for the sideline. He's got Perhol D. Referees will confer, and they say no catch. That'll make it 3rd and 10. 10 seconds left. McLain in the shotgun back to pass, takes the pressure and delivers on time to Parodi with 4 seconds left. He's at the 22, and that will give them enough time to bring on Benton Cannon who puts through a field goal, and they make it 10-0. So an excellent possession after the DeMarcus Coleman interception to put points on the board. 10-0 at the half. And Jacques Wilkerson will field the ball to start the second half, and he goes nowhere there. 1st and 10. Let's see if McLain can drive the team down the field again. Screen pass to Perholdi, bounces off one tackle and gets a first down. Nice spin, nice play by Perholdi. 1st and 10. McLain from the gun. It's going to be a draw to Jai Holiday, and he is tackled by Navon Holloway. That'll be 2nd and 6. McLain hands to Holiday again. Had a little bit of space, but ran into the line, and that was 2 yards before Waiters tackled him. Now we're at 3rd and 4. McLain zipping it to Perholdi, but the linebacker is up there to knock the ball loose, and that's incomplete. So on 4th and 4, Brennan Vaughn is going to punt it, and that's inside the 20 as they call for the fair catch. Cleveland is going to try to get some points on the board, and here's a big pass, and Elisha Wright nearly intercepted it. That bounces off his hands. That could have been a big play. 2nd and 10. Allen with time. So much time. Here's the pressure. Now he scrambles, and he throws on the run. He's got Dylan Taylor flag on the play. And that's going to be roughing the passer. I thought he might have run past the line of scrimmage before delivering that pass. But instead, they get Sherman Mosley, who gets hurt on the play. If you're going to rough the passer, don't hurt yourself. Allen passing to McKenzie here. There was a little crowd there. That looks like an illegal pick play, but the refs aren't going to call it. A little home cooking, if you ask me. And now it's 1st and 10, just outside of the red zone. Fake to Lasker, and James Hardaway is not fooled. That is a sack. That'll make it 2nd and 18. Big play. Justin Allen back to pass. He's got Dylan Taylor over the middle, and he is tattooed by Centamuel Cheeseborough. 3rd and 15. They're going the wrong way. And that continues. False start on the offense. And now it's 3rd and 20 from the 34. Remember, they were just outside the red zone not that long ago. Allen back to pass on 3rd and 20. Lofts it up, and Jaquez Price nearly intercepts it. So 2 almost interceptions, and they'll bring on Trevor Scott for the 44-yard field goal. And they do get points here. 2 missed interceptions could have kept those points off the board. But Cleveland draws to within a touchdown as they kick it off to E.J. Foreman, who fields it at the 1. Got no blocking, nowhere to go, and he brings it back to the 16. 1st and 10. McLain's going to hand to Holiday, and that's Uche Cole again, messing things up for the running game. 2nd and 9. Here's Holiday on another delay, and he is wrestled down by Brady Bates. He's a backup defensive tackle who's had a lot of playing time this year due to an injury. On 3rd and 8, flag on the play. McLain's got Tavares Mason deep, a huge play, but it's going to come back. They get Dondre Coleman with the hold. So instead of 1st and 10 near the red zone, it's going to be 3rd and 17. That is a huge turnaround, and Foreman gets the screen, but had blocking, could not escape. And that'll make it 4th and 10, and we're likely to see a punt. Brennan Vaughn punts it away. Fielded just past the 30. And it looks like Glenn Palmer's down there for another special teams tackle. 1st and 10 with 2 seconds left in the quarter. Dylan Taylor, the wide receiver, gets the handoff, and he's wrestled down by Elisha Wright. And we will go to the 4th quarter with the Colliders up 10-3. Cleveland's got the ball, and they're on the move, nearing midfield. Allen hands off to Lasker. This time, Centennial Cheeseborough's there to stop him before he gets too far. 3rd and 8. Justin Allen. Lots of time showing off that wildly inaccurate arm as he sails it out of bounds, and that'll bring on the punting team. Myers gets it away. He angles to the sideline again, and that'll be out of bounds at the 27. Colliders on 1st and 10. They've got Gillespie down the middle. Big play. That's his first catch of the day. He's been quiet today. 32 yards on the play, and now they're in plus territory. Here's Holiday bumping into his own man, and he's tackled by Douglas Moon. So that'll make it 2nd and 10. Palmer in motion. Holiday nowhere to run, and he is dumped behind the line by Tremaine Edwards. 3rd and 13. McLain trying to find someone, and he is hit as he releases it. Incomplete, and they do nothing with that possession after the big play to Gillespie. But Vaughn will punt this one out of bounds at the 10, one of his best punts of the year. And that'll put the Battery deep in a hole. So Cleveland operating from their 10, but Mark Lasker is just breaking every tackle he can. Breaking tackles left and right, and he gets 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. Allen finds Bohannon, and he's got a first down, tackled by Ramel McBride, but injured on the play. 2:56 left in the game. Cleveland still down by 10. They have a first down. And here's a toss to Lasker. And there's Karma Fitzgerald to drop him behind the line. So that'll make it 2nd and 13 as Justin Allen operates from the shotgun. And here comes Shaquez Price, and he's going to get home. That's a sack for the outstanding middle linebacker for the Colliders. Now it's 3rd and 21. Not the way that these Battery wanted to go. Allen lofting it up, and once again, Cleveland's going to need a new quarterback if they want to be competitive in the NFC West. Justin Allen missing wildly there. Punts it away to Foreman, so interesting they opted to punt with less than 2 minutes left. They've got all 3 timeouts. Holiday running up the middle, pushing forward for 5 yards, and Cleveland will use their first timeout. 2nd and 5. McLain hits Pahaldi on the screen, and he gets just enough for a first down. Cleveland has to use their second timeout. 1:41 left in the game. Holiday on the handoff. He's got lots of running room this time. Cleveland will use their final timeout, but that's a first down for Holiday. Holiday again, and he's got lots of running room. Missed tackle, and he's all the way home. A 43-yard touchdown for Jai Holiday, and that's likely going to seal the game. They were unable to catch him as he weaved his way up the middle and then picked up a big block from tight end Brad Gillespie right there. 2 guys miss, and he is home. So after going 6 games without a touchdown, he's got 2 in this one. He's up to 9 on the season. Benton Cannon adds the extra point to make it a 2-touchdown score. 2-touchdown game, rather. And both of those touchdowns were from Jai Holiday as he goes over 100 yards. 1.5 minutes left for Cleveland to do something. Fields is going to take it at the 1. And he's going to be stopped by Javik O'Neal at the 20. They need 2 scores in 1 minute and 25. They need to go 80 yards. They need to do it fast. Justin Allen back to pass. He's going across the middle, and that is a nice catch by Adrian Cobbs. He's got the first down as they rush to the line. 1st and 10. Allen lobbing it up for Dylan Taylor, and Centennial Cheeseborough says no thanks. He plucks that out of the air, and he got a pretty decent return on the interception. So in 2 games against the Colliders, Justin Allen has 0 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, and Holiday is going to run up the middle for about 7 yards as they try to run out the clock on this game. 2nd and 3, play fake, nobody's open, good coverage, and they're just going to toss it out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd and 3, stopping the clock. McLain from under center finds Brad Gillespie, and he's got a first down. There's 38 seconds left. And Amari Jenkins, their coach, likes to be aggressive in these situations. Unfortunately, Gillespie, who was wide open, cannot catch up with that one. McLain sailed it. 2nd and 10, and that one's batted down, intended for Perhol-D. And that'll make it 3rd and 10, and they're just going to hand to Foreman. 20 seconds left. Foreman gets tackled, and they're going to bring on Benton Cannon for a practice field goal. With 11 seconds left, it's now 20-3 Colliders. And Vaughn will kick off for the final time. Fields has it. 9 seconds left. Carter Sullivan comes in to make the tackle. And with 7 seconds left, they're just going to toss it up and hope for a miracle. Justin Allen going left into a crowd, and that one is knocked away, and the receiver, looks like Dylan Taylor, was injured on the play. Allen going to loft it up one last time as time expires, and that too hits the turf. And so the game is over. Batavia completes the sweep against the Cleveland Battery, a division rival, as Jai Holiday breaks out of his slump in a big way, 133 yards and 2 touchdowns, including that 43-yarder to seal the game. Cleveland struggling here to stop the mighty, mighty Colliders, and that is very similar to how it works in the Scuffle Immersion Fantasy Football League. Jai Holiday, big game for him. And that'll do it, folks. Colliders 20, Battery 3. Greg McLain, coming off his best game with a perfect passer rating, was much more subdued today. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Didn't really need to throw it a whole lot, with Holiday picking up the slack. And Perhol-D had his probably most busy game of the year. Coleman with a pancake, the same Coleman who wiped out a huge play to Tavares Mason. And Sean Arnold playing on the other side of the line along with some friends. Hardaway and Price had your sacks on the game. And we had 2 interceptions, both of the starting corners pulling one in. Coleman's was to prevent a touchdown, so that was nice. Benton Cannon with 2 field goals in the kicking game, including one as time nearly expired. Brendan Vaughn pretty busy on the punting front, but 2 punts inside the 20. Not much going on in the kick return game, and no punts. So if you liked that game, like to see the Cleveland Battery lose yet again, then please like and subscribe and never, ever miss a moment of the Colliders.